All right, this hopefully short video will explain how to do this lab. There's a written instructions, obviously, that you've just finished reading. So now I'm going to describe it verbally and visually. So it's the same thing you just read. If you feel like you understood the written instructions, then you don't need to watch this. But let's get started. Hopefully you should see my whole screen at this point. So let's go to the website. Actually, let's go to the lab first. So again, this is the part you've read. You've read the procedure. And basically what you need to do to begin with is just fill out these three tables. Right? Table 1 is for spinach plants. Table 2 is for the radish. And table 3 is for the lettuce. So to do that, we're going to go to this website. And again, like I said at the beginning of the procedures, this is what you should see at the website. If it didn't load for you, that means your flash is either out of date or it's blocked. And you need to either update it, unblock it, or you could try using a different device or a different internet browser. But that out of the way, let's get started. So again, the first thing you're going to do, the first table you're going to fill out is for spinach. So very simply, you're going to click the spinach button. Okay. Sorry, I just had to check something. So I have to click the spinach button. Everything's set up. The seeds have been planted automatically. The soil's been put in there. The same amount of soil, the same amount of water. Everything's ready to go. And then let's go back at the table and see what we're filling out. First, we need to do orange. Then we need to do red. Now, honestly, you can do this in any order you want. I just prefer to do it in the order it's written. So here we go. Red's already there. So for here, we'll do orange. So I'm going to scroll down. All right, orange. So now everything's ready to go. I just hit the on button. And now, see here, I just wait for the days to go by. It's been 30 days. So now that experiment is done. So I'm going to take this ruler over here and I'm going to take it to each plant and record it, right? So let's say that one was, I don't know, I'm going to call that 16 centimeters. So plant 1 was 16 centimeters. So go back over here under red, plant 1, 16 centimeters. I come back over here. Let's look at plant 2 under red. Now let's call that 21, 22 centimeters, right? So come back over here. Plant 2 was 22 centimeters. We come back over here. We're gonna look at plant 3. Or measure that one. Let's say that's, I don't know, 15, 16, 17 and a half. I don't know, let's just round up to keep it easy. That looks like it says 17 and a half, so let's just round it up to 18. So keep it up here. Plant 3 is 18. So now I'm done recording all the plants for 18. So now let's say we need to do the average, right? Now there's a website that's provided, there's a calculator that's provided on that website, or you can use a smartphone. It doesn't matter what calculator you use. I'm going to use my computer calculator so you can see how to do it. So again, we're finding an average, which means basically all we have to do is add all three numbers up and then divide it by 3. So 16 plus 22 plus 18. All right, then we divide that by 3, and the answer, well, it says 6. Now that's a problem, and I'm actually glad. So even if you're not a math major, you should notice, all right, we're dealing with 16, 22, and 18. So obviously 6 is not the average. Something is wrong there because that is a lower digit than any of those. So let me try that again. And again, that's something you should look for. If there's a mistake, if there's a big mistake like I just had, that should stick out to you. 6 is obviously not the average of those three numbers. So let's try again. Let's do 16 plus 22 plus 18. All right, I'll divide that by 3. Okay. And again, let's keep this simple. Let's round that up to say the average is 19. So always round up for these kind of experiments. So average is 19. So now we're done with the red. And let's go back over here and do the orange. So we measure this one. And I've already shown you how to do it, so I'm just going to make numbers up. Look at the orange. Let's say that was plant 1 was 1 centimeter. Obviously it's not, but that's okay. Let's say we go over here and plant 2 was, let's just say 2 centimeters. Why not? Who cares? These are just hypothetical numbers. Now we need to do plant 3. We come back over here. We measure plant 3, and let's say it's also 1 centimeter. Then you use the calculator. You do the average, and this is not the average, but let's just say it's 1. Right? So now we're done with orange and red. So now we need to do blue, green, and violet. So I'll go back over here. We're done with this setup. So we hit the reset button. Everything's good to go again. Again, we're still dealing with spinach, so we hit that. Everything gets ready for us. And again, as a refresher, I look back, we need blue, green, and violet. So let's go over here. Green, okay, that's one of the ones we need. Blue, all right, blue and green. Like I said, those are two of the three that we need. So it's set up, hit the on button, wait for our 30 days to pass. And again, our experiment's done. We just need to take some measurements. So bring the ruler over here. Under green, plant 1, let's say, I don't know, let's say that it's 1 centimeter. Again, I'm just using hypothetical numbers to save you time watching this video. Measure that one, and let's say it's also 1 centimeter, right? Now I go to the next one, plant 3 under green. Read it again. Let's say it's also 1 centimeter. Obviously it's not, but again, this is just hypothetical. So we average it, and let's say it's 1. Now we go back, because we still need the blue data. So we go over to here to blue. Let's say we measure it. And again, hypothetically, just throwing out any old numbers. Blue, plant 1, let's say it's 12 centimeters. And we go back over here for plant 2. We measure it. Let's say it's, 14 centimeters. Then we need plant 3. So we come back over here. We measure plant 3. And let's say it's, 13 centimeters. So then we have that. We use the calculator. We figure out the average. We put it down. And now look, we only need one more plant. We need violet. So we go back over here. We're done with this setup. So again, we hit reset. Now the thing is, we only need violet, right? So we don't need to use both of these. We only need to use either one. And which one you use, it doesn't even matter. So let's hit the spinach again because that's the plant we're working with. I'm just going to use the one on the left. Randomly, I could have used the one on the right. It doesn't matter. Let's go over down here to violet because that's the last one we need. Hit the on button. Wait our 30 days. Experiment is done. So let me grab my ruler. I'll measure it. Again, I'm just using hypothetical numbers. For violet, let's say plant 1 was 15 centimeters. Come back here to figure out plant 2. We measure it. Let's say, it's 20 centimeters. Just making numbers up. Then we come over here, measure the last one, the third one, and let's just make some numbers up again and say it was 18 centimeters. And then again, you're done collecting your data. So now you need to average. You need to use the calculator to figure out the average. Let's just say it's, 17. It doesn't matter. I'm just doing this hypothetically. So now we are done collecting the data for all 3 plants and all 5 colors for the spinach. And we are done calculating the averages, right? So we're done with spinach. So now we need to do radish. So just come over here and do the same thing. We're done with this, so we reset it. You're gonna hit radish, right? You're gonna pick the right colors that you need. And again, I just happen to go left to right, orange, red, blue, green, violet. You can do it in whichever order you want. And again, you'll fill out, you'll do all the experiments, you'll do all the measurements and fill out this data. And then from that data, you can calculate the average for each one. And that's it. And then again, one last time, you'll do all that again, but you'll do it for lettuce. So come down here, you hit your lettuce button, right? Do the same things. So that's it. That is how you use the website to collect the data that's going to be put in these tables. And then, like I said, you will do, you'll use a calculator to calculate the average of all the 3 different types of plants. And that's it. So if you guys have any questions after reading the procedures and after watching that video, just contact me and I will help you out.